Let's take a look at quiz number 13. Since my projector is out, I'm just making this video so you can follow it on your Chromebook there. Question number 1, it's a translation, 1 unit to the right, 4 units up. So every single one of those points, A, B, and C, will move 1 unit to the right and 4 units up. As a result, I suggest you just take it point by point. So we'll start with point A, 1 to the right, up 4. Go ahead and put your new point. And remember, that original point, whatever the letter is, in this case it's A, becomes A with an apostrophe right beside that, and we call that A prime. Now let's just do B. It's the same pattern, 1 to the right, up 4. B will become B prime. And then we finish up with C. And that's C prime. When it comes time to actually connect the points, sometimes people get confused about how to connect them, and so I would say this: I would scan the original item and you'd see, well, here's A to B, so then you go to A prime to B prime and just connect it. So B to C on the original would mean B prime to C prime, and A to C would let you know that A prime goes to C prime. And that's one reason why I encourage you to go ahead and label those points immediately after you make them. These two triangles are exactly the same size. So here we go. Now this one, it's a different type of notation of telling you how to go. This x minus 1, since it's a minus, that would mean we go 1 to the left. If it was x plus 1, we'd go 1 to the right. Now that y plus 2, that's just telling you whether you go up or down. And when you see a plus, that would mean you go up. And so it would mean 2 units up because it's a plus 2. If it was like a minus 3, we would go 3 units down. So same thing, take each point, move it once to the left, 2 times up, and make the point and label it. So that will become I prime. Do the same with J. Once to the left, 2 units up, make the point and label it, J prime. And you'll see me do the exact same thing with H and G. Now, it's time to connect the points, so take a look at your original shape. I see I goes to J, so I prime goes to J prime. I to H, so the primes match up there. H to G, so H prime to G prime. And the last one, J to G. Again, it's the exact same size. So the notation tells us that we need to be moving 2 units to the left and 2 units up. So let's start with L, 2 units to the left, 2 units up, make the point, label it immediately. So L becomes L prime. Do it with K, label it, N, the exact same thing, label it, and then we finish up with M. And we're finished already with at least the points of it. We've got the vertices of this shape lined up. Now we have to connect the points. So L connects to M, so L prime to M prime, L to K, so the primes match up there, K to N, so K to N on the primes, and then the last side, M to N. Exact same size again. Now we get into the reflections. I warned you, please make sure that you find the axis. What's it asking you to? Reflect it across. In this case, it's the y-axis. I suggest you put some sort of notation or marking on paper so you remember, hey, that's the reflection point. Choose one point. Don't look at the shape. Just choose one point. So I'm going to choose this K. How far is K from the y-axis? It's literally 3 spots away. So now we just go on the opposite side of that, 3 spots away, and put the new point. Make sure you label that new point. K becomes K prime. We do the same thing with J. That's 4 spaces away, so we'll go 4 to the other side and call that J prime. L is only 1 spot away, so on the other side of that it becomes L prime. And then it's very similar translating points. Now we connect the sides. K to L, J to K, and then J to L. And just like translating, they are congruent. The angle size of K is the same as K prime. The angle side of J is the same as angle J prime. The side lengths are the same. It's exact, it's just reflected. Here we go for number 5, the y-axis again. So how far is C from the y-axis is 2 spots away, so we'll go 2 spots to the other side, make the point and label it. D is about 3 spots away. I'm not going to type in 3 there, so we'll just let you count that out yourself. Label it. E is 2 spots away. So we'll go 2 spots away on the y-axis on the opposite side, label it. And here's B, just 1 away. So 1 on the other side, we'll put B prime right there. Time to connect the dots, C to D, B to C, D to E, and B to E also. Same size again. This last one is the one that caused the most problems. It's number 6. First off, most people reflected across the y-axis that missed it. So remember, this one's wanting the x-axis. That's why I want you to pay attention to it. And the other thing is, you'll see that that line of reflection actually slices through the object, and that causes confusion because people don't want to take it one point at a time. Remember, choose one point. So let's just start with P. How far below the x-axis is P? It's 1 below. So we'll go 1 above it and put P prime there. Make sure you label it right away. Then we'll just go find a different point. S is 2 below, so we'll go 2 above, label it. Now Q, this time it's 3 above, so we want to go 3 below, label it. And then we're down to the last one, R, which is 2 above, so we need to go down 2 below, label it. There we go. Now, connect the points. This is also confusing for people. Remember, this is a reflection, so it's going to look different. So just look at the original. That's P to S. And because you've already taken the time to label, you can go, hey, P prime to S prime. There we go. Take a look at another side. S to R, so the primes would match. S prime to R prime. Q to R would be Q prime to R prime. And then it's the last side, P and Q, and that matches there on the primes. So both shapes are congruent. We're not freaking out that the shape is being intersected by the line of reflection. We just take it one point at a time and make sure you've got the correct line of reflection.